Yes, welcome back to the second stanza of the program, the conversation, coming to you live on TV 360. My name is Nelson Ekujimi, and I still have with me in the studio, Comrade Gbemisola Akosa, the Executive Director, Center for 21st Century Issues, a lawyer and an environmentalist. Comrade Titi, in the next, just about a month from now, we'll be having the off-cycle governorship elections in Kogi, Bayelsa, and Imo states. And as we count down to the election, we have seen party candidates, gubernatorial candidates going around the states to campaign, seeking the votes of the people to become the governor of the states. We have also seen INEC open the registration of voters and collection of PVCs. So we have seen observers organizations who have submitted the applications to observe the election.
The election.
We sincerely hope that the security agencies are also crossing their eyes and dotting their T's, and that they will not wait until the day of election. Pre-election now, just yesterday I saw it in one of the media outlets where INEC was complaining about security threats to the election, because of what is happening now in the society. And for me, as much as I don't want to dismiss that, because they are the ones who wear the shoe and they know where it pinches. Because even as we speak, INEC has been on ground before anybody, putting in place measures to allow for a successful and, credible election. So, how do you think we can go with this election? What are the level of preparations? What are the things that you feel we still need to do that we have not done as a people?
Honestly, to be candid, there is no amount of what you need to do that whether you have done this or you have not done this. What matters is that just ensure that you do all you need to do. There is no level of preparation that is too little or more. Too much. So it's very important that you cross all the T's and dot all the I's. Yeah. It's very important. The issue of security must be taken seriously, especially for this Kogi election. We have seen some pockets of violence happening here and there. Yes. And I think that what we normally do in the past is to bring down all the
stakeholders,
all the contestants, to send a memorandum of peace. That they were undertaking to maintain the peace. This is the right time they need to do it. And if civil society needs to pull this kind of meetings together for them to sign an undertaking to take the peace, fine. That's a step we need to go. We need also to dialogue and consult with the people so that they will know that INEC is on ground and that people should go and collect their PVC. Very important, because if you don't have your PVC, you can't vote. If you see your name on the list. If you don't have the PVC, nobody will authenticate you to vote. It's very important that people understand. And I'm sure by now people should understand that coming from the last election. And then when people go to vote, they should just vote peacefully, wait until it is counted.
Or you go home if you want to.
Or you go home if you want to, and then go and rest. And then again, we should stop peddling propaganda. There's too much propaganda on the social media when elections are. People say all sorts of things that they don't know nothing about.
But you and I know very well. But you and I know very well that has been the trend since time immemorial. I tell you for free, And
I think not only the government needs to start picking up people who peddle false information, and those who are at the receiving end of those information should also take it up themselves.
Yes,
very, very important.
I think it is important.
I was telling somebody, you see, when people write terrible things and say, it does not matter, the day they write it against you, that is then you understand how painful it is.
Yes. For me, I think we need to educate our people about this issue. And that is where constructive engagement comes into fore. People must not sit down in the confines of their home and assume that the responsibility to conduct a free, fair, and successful election is that of INEC alone. It's a collective responsibility. The political parties themselves must be educated to rein in their followers. Yeah. That look, the election is not a do or die affair. It's a contest. Somebody will win and somebody will lose.
Yes.
And that person that has won has just 4 years. that person that has lost has another 4 years
to prepare.
To prepare again. So people must recognize that election is about trying to win a process to govern and make life better for the people. These people that are being used as agents of violence, they are also citizens of that state or of that environment.
Honestly, it's really about the way people have been
indoctrinated.
I see a lot of indoctrination. I see people telling me that it's only one candidate that can do it. I just laugh. See, once you enter the stable of government, the person you think will see what is on ground and he will behave accordingly. There's nothing you can do about that, because now he's governing every person, even those who are against him and those who are for him. He must be fair to them.
Yes, absolutely.
And there are so many interests that will line itself up in front of a leader. What marks you out as a leader is for you to have strong character and strong leadership qualities to be able to manage to harmonize those interests. That's what makes a leader. It's not about, I am the only one that can do it. If you are the only one that can do it, then you don't need commissioners. You don't need a deputy governor. You don't even need a special advisor. There is no one human being that can.
That is a foreman.
Good. So we need ourselves. And it's a collaborative effort to steer the ship of governance. It's never done by one person.
I think this is where the community leaders, the traditional institutions,
everybody,
our religious leaders
are very important.
Everybody must now come on board and continue to preach the sermon of peace. Peace, because it is only an environment in which there is peace that there can be development, that there can be prosperity. So as we go to these elections, our sermon will be to all the stakeholders to recognize that the policeman or the INEC official is a human being. If there is threat to the life of anybody, no matter the position you are holding, you first of all flee. Nobody has a duplicate of his or her own life. So we must recognize that whatever we are doing, we must maintain the fact that sanctity of human life should be paramount in our conduct. So the people in Kogi, Bayelsa and Imo State, we should continuously, as we count down to the election proper, we should continuously have engagement with them. If Party A is coming to Community Z to campaign, leave him, let him campaign. If he campaigns, he will go. You have your own right.
Take time to campaign.
To come and campaign your own. It's about convincing. The beauty of democracy is about ideas. What are you bringing? What do you want to sell to the people?
What are you bringing on the table?
What are you bringing on the table?
You must be able to sell yourself.
It is not for you to bring in thugs, miscreants to come and only. No, we don't want it.
We don't want that.
It's demeaning to our democracy.
We don't want violence, and people should shun violence.
In all forms. That message should be out there to our people. That please, election is about betterment of our lives.
Yes.
Election is a means to an end. It is not an end in itself. Somebody is coming to aspire. So our people must also recognize that wherever you are, whether you are an NEC official, whether you are a politician, whether you are a youth, whether you are a market woman, that we all have a role to play in this process, because it is about our future for the next 4 years. So I just hope that our people will take this message home, and as we come down to the elections, that our people will give us, all of us, the confidence to exhibit that character of what we know elections to be. It should be a festival of the voters, where voters go there to exercise their franchise in a peaceful manner. There's nothing wrong if on election day I take my daughter or my son with me to the polling station and say, boy, girl, come and see
what is happening.
This is how we conduct it. Let us build that democratic culture in them, rather than, this era of where if I want to contest for an election, I don't want to see anybody else. It should be only me. No, it shouldn't be that way. Well, thank you very much, Comrade Gbemisola Akosa, for coming on to the program today. Thank you so much
for having me too.
We really appreciate your coming. My name still remains Nelson Ekujimi. Till we come your way again next time on another episode of The Conversation on TV 360. Please continue to stay tuned to the conversation on TV 360. Thank you. Bye-bye.